Power Trick or Trade here. Got a great video. Is there a secret to the stock market? Some people think that there's some special secret in the market. Well, there is a secret in the market, and I'm going to reveal that secret today. But before I do, what I want to explain is that not every one of the secrets, well, you can call it a secret, but not a secret, is to look for things that make sense. There is no stock method that will make sense of any chart. So basically, you just want to focus on what makes sense. Where is your edge? So the big secret, like FedEx for example, it had a great setup that I caught here. The odds were in my favor. It confirmed on this day, and it had a strong directional move. Okay. And just recently there was another edge that I identified, that I talked about, and it made a nice move. And then again, Apple AAPL finally made a good move on this day here, on its earnings day, and it met all my rules. So basically, what you need is to have an edge in the market, or to even have, you can call it, even one of the biggest secrets is to focus on what makes the most sense. Where, which stock patterns or stocks have the best edge for you, and that you can figure the direction they're going to go, and they're most likely going to go there. So that's a big secret, because a lot of people don't have that, aren't doing that. They're applying their rules, and they're looking at MACD crossovers, and they think that's the holy grail. Right? MACD crossovers don't tell you direction. They say it's a buy, and the stock can turn into a sell too. So it's not just simply, although MACD, and some indicated crossovers, they would work. I mean, if it was simply, if it was just as simple as the MACD crosses over, buy the stock, everyone would make money, right? Why is it that people aren't making money on a MACD crossover? Because it's not as simple as that, right? So, but if somebody had a method that applied to particular stocks only, and he saw the edge and then applied that technique, then you may have something, okay? But basically my system is based on where is the edge, what does the pattern say, how does the visionary lines, this is not the screen I look at though, correspond with the pattern, and then where does it really need to go to confirm the move. That's where you hear I have trigger numbers, right? So the secret is to have an edge all the time. And there's an adage that you can make a lot of money in the market being 50% correct. The reason why they've come up with that is because those people's methods have major errors to them. You don't being 50-50, I don't think the reason why your odds are lower is because the method doesn't pick the best setups that are in your favor. So one of the biggest secrets is to have the odds in your favor, and with the right pattern, right? And that's what I do. I scan for that. I see the pattern, and then I see if there's an edge by looking at multiple time frames. There's a lot to look at, because you know what? This is all about money. This is a serious game here, people. This is a serious business, the stock market. If you treat it like a lottery ticket game, not as a serious business, then you're going to lose money. I treat this as a serious business that you can make a lot of money in the market, and it's a great place to gain a lot of wealth. But you need an edge. Power Trick or Trade beats one here. Yeah. Does that make sense, people? You need an edge, and that's what my method I'm working on, is that consistent edge. It doesn't matter whether the stock goes up or down. Where is the edge? And then we act on that edge, and only focus on the odds in your favor setups. Now when you do that, you put the odds in your favor. That's why you see these people. I tell you why people don't make money. Look, if your advisor has to give you 20, 30 different picks a week, you're going to lose money. You don't believe me? Go ahead. Go to pick any stock picker in the market, and I can even tell you, I can tell you a guy to check out. Why? Because I know from a past experience before I became Power Trigger Trade. Yeah, you know, you can go to it's really cheap to go to this guy's site, mwade.com, right? He'll give you 1,000,000 picks. You may make some wins, but I guarantee you'll become a loser following. Even if you're paying for his advice, I guarantee you. Power Trigger Trade here, telling the facts. So you need a good mentor, and you need to focus on what's in your favor only. That's what I do. That's why my win rates are so high, or became so high, as I focused more on what's in my favor. And it doesn't matter if you have to pay higher, because you know something? It's about not buying the lowest price, but buying the best price. That's another secret. I sometimes try to get in too early, and you know what? I end up losing money. Not anymore, but this is from experience, right? Because any very great trader had to go through some loss. You know, you take Dan Zanger, he has a story, right? You know, Dan Zanger made he turned 100,000 into 400,000, and then lost it all. And but he learned something from that. He learned he had pain. And then he got tremendous knowledge and came up with a system that worked for him. They won't work for any of you. You think that it's just if Dan Zanger tells you something, they're going to make money? Dan Zanger puts out a whole bunch of picks, right? You have to have the odds in your favor. I believe the less stock picks, the better. Now, you just can't have one, but, you know, there are services people think, oh, I'm going to get 20 picks. Yeah, but you got to put your money into those things, right? And out of the 20, they're going to be losers, right? The more you have, the less your odds become in making money. You don't need a lot of stock picks. You need quality picks. That's what I send out, right? You know, 4, 5, 6. You know, sometimes the market's really busy, but you still narrow down your what are your best odds trades. Now, that's what I'm trying to do here, is just put out some trades that are the odds are in your favor, like the Apple trade, the FedEx trade, and they were winners, right? Power Trigger Trade, but nothing's 100%. But 50-50 is too low. I think that's because people are trying to pick too many stocks. Does that make sense, people? Hope you like this video. Hope you learned something from this, because I have real world experience with this. You know, I've lost a lot of money in the market too. You know, I didn't just become Power Trigger Trade out of thin air. I paid my dues to understand what I understand and see what I see now. Following people with great advice. Power Trigger Trade. Gonna have a lot of great trades out there. But I only look for what's are in our favor, and I back that up with confirmation. There's no room for guessing in the market. Guessing, you know, is a great way to lose money. Thanks for listening. Like the video.